Making babies is not a game.
A man in Tennessee has 30 children with 11 different women, and he is 33 years old.
It's no great thing. There was a young brother on CNN. Think of it. He was 33 at the time the interview took place and had 30 kids. They have no shame. Young sisters, don't let no man, no boy who think he's a man.
This is the most interesting video so far on the internet, that a man at the age of 33 years has 30 children and even look unconcerned, unbothered, and so relaxed about the consequences of his own actions. The burden that this kind of situation can create in society, in the lives of the children, and the same women he's had the children with, whether he can be there for them or whether he even does understand the responsibility of fatherhood. So Pastor Gino Jennings comes in hard, admonishing women of today in general that they must be extra careful whom they choose to date or even whom they choose to lay with. Now, as you watch this video, share your opinion with me under the comment section. Now, like my video, subscribe, and put me on the bell notification icon. I'll be right back. This is Abelglobalprayers.
A man in Tennessee has 30 children with 11 different women, and he is 33 years old. Now, according to CNN affiliate WREG, he is now begging the state to help him pay his child support. I want to bring back in Sunny Hostin. She's on the case with us, as always. And Sunny, I know. I know some of the moms are only getting a couple of dollars a month for child support in and of itself. Do you actually think the state is going to say, okay, buddy, you got 30 kids, we're going to help you?
Making babies is not a game.
No.
It's no great thing. There was a young brother on CNN. Think of it. He was 33 at the time the interview took place and had 30 kids. Now, he didn't start when he was 3 now. But just think of it. He was being interviewed. He was 33 years old at the time and had 30 kids.
My Lord.
At one time, they asked him, how many women did you have pregnant at one time? He was laughing. He said, about 11. He had 11 women pregnant at one time.
My Lord.
So the question was, do you take care of all of them? He said, oh yeah, the government, they take an X amount out of my check. The reporter said, how much do they take? Oh, each one get 35 cents. What? And he's laughing.
My Lord.
35 cents? Can you imagine such?
My Lord.
They have no shame.
No shame. No shame.
Young sisters, don't let no man, no boy who think he's a man lay some good rap on you and show you a wad of money, and that's all he got to do is show you money and your clothes disappear.
That's right.
Clothes almost make the sound of a cartoon. Money, pew! All right, listen.
Amen.
We're living in a time now where many young men are not interested in taking care of no children.
No.
Are you listening?
That's right.
Young women that already have a child or children. Don't ever lose your dignity for a man that you would push your child or children aside.
That's right.
Who was already here before you met this fella.
Amen.
You don't push your son or your daughter aside because some man complaining. You move him in with you, which is wrong because he ain't your husband.
Right.
And he sweet talk you. Look, why don't you do something with your daughter? Why don't you do something with your son? He claimed he's hungry again. I need time. I'm ready to get laid. Well, my son is crying. Let the so-and-so cry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, at least let me stop him from crying. Go stop him from crying and hurry up and get back here. So besides feeding him, You give him a pacifier to suck on.
Yes.
Child cry 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. You getting knocked up by some worthless fella, and then he jump up. I'm tired of hearing that boy crying. You go in there and do something, or I do something.
That's right.
So you let this trash in your house
Let him in there.
and play with your body
My Lord.
and put your children on the back burner because you're scared to lose this piece of trash. So he is so frustrated with your child crying because the child is hungry. He grabbed your daughter and grabbed your son and shake it
That's right.
until the child now is dead, and you are a contributing factor to that murderer.
That's right.
Upon looking at this man, he doesn't seem to be looking like a man that is remorseful of his actions or someone who is ready to be responsible of his own actions, because he looks like he's so relaxed. He looks like he's unbothered and unconcerned about the situation he's caused for himself. And looking at him also, he doesn't look like someone who is probably responsible or rich or even hardworking, because in the first place, a hardworking man wouldn't have time for all of these things, because to even convince one woman to sleep with, or to even convince 3 women to be dating 3 women at a time, is a job, is a whole job on its own, that it will take a lot of time to even do this. So everything about this particular situation indicates that this particular guy probably isn't responsible or even a hard-working man. Upon looking at his whole demeanor and the way he is looking, he doesn't look like he's also remorseful and he's ready to be responsible of his own actions. Again, even the burdens that his own actions, the consequences of his own actions will create in society, in the life of these children, and even in the life of these women that this guy has brought these issues on. So the question is, how did he even succeed to this point? And so I do totally agree with Pastor Gino Jennings that it is time that women have to stand up for themselves and at least to be extra careful and at least learn certain things before they even start or even jump into any relationship. Because looking at this man, I don't think he is ever going to be ready. It looks like to him it's an achievement. It looks like to him it is like a joy. It is something that probably it is bringing him fame or making other people to hear of him. So he truly doesn't have any plans of being a father, because being a man and being a father is not the same thing. Being a man even on its own is a huge responsibility. And being a father in the life of a child is another extra huge responsibility. Not to even talk of 4 children, but this particular case is 30 children. So the question is this guy really going to be responsible for his actions? No. So if this is the reality, then what leaves the society? Now these are the reasons why today we have so many teenagers in prison. We have so many children in jail because they had no father, they had no mother to be there for them, at least parent to teach them or to discipline them so they know what to do for themselves or so they know what not to do. So these are the situation at hand. And so the question is, even as spiritual sisters or Christian sisters, it is time that we must be responsible for our own actions and then take responsibility for that. Because the question is, how did all these women open their leg for this particular guy? How did he even succeed impregnating 30 women? Now to have 30 children, how did he even succeed? That is even another issue. So the question is that if it is money, women must learn to look beyond money. If it is maybe probably his looks, women must learn to look beyond his looks. Or probably whether any gift he gave or whatever he used as a means in succeeding to get them to where he is at the moment. Because at the end of the day, if he refuses to take care of the children, Now it becomes the responsibility of the mother. At the end of the day, if he chooses not to even be in the life of his children, it becomes the responsibility of the mothers. And so at a certain point, mothers must learn to be extra careful, because as a father, even talking about school fees, talking about the production of Pampers alone, this is 30 kids. How is he going to be able to do that? Talking about school fees, being there for the kids, 30 children, it's not possible, definitely. Even if he chooses to be there for some of the children, it will not be all. Even if he chooses to be responsible, he can't make it being there for all of them. Definitely, he's going to treat some of the children better than the others. And so this is a huge problem in society that I believe women must be extra careful and must be responsible of their actions and the choices they make in society, because this really is a problem in society. If they grow up without father, if they grow up without parental guidance, if they grow up without parental guidance and even without teachings or training, they may become a problem for a society. They may become a problem for a society, and even their actions and the things they may do may not even be well. That is the situation at hand. So we urge that women must be responsible and at least look beyond whether personality or whether what people can offer them, or how the decisions they make, or even the choices they make for themselves, because this is a huge problem in society. The women should conclude taking care of their children, because I don't think this man will make it coming to be the father of their children. Because as a woman, if you discover that your man or the father of your child is having other 29 children outside there or outside you, then you realize that this man is not going to make it, or even to talk of being there or his presence in the life of your child. The thing has already happened, and so looking at him alone, his facial expressions, his whole demeanor and everything isn't even encouraging that this particular person is coming or will be there for the kids. Even if he dares tries it will not be the same. It wouldn't be the same. Like he will be there for all of the rest. So the whole thing is that the women have to conclude that they will take care of their children, because at the end of the day, the situation is worse, and that guy also doesn't look like someone who is remorseful, someone who has a good heart and is willing to even be responsible for his own responsibility. So at the end of the day, the women should accept that they are going to live with their children for the rest of their life, and raise the children, just them alone, and take care of them. Because even if the government of US even decides to come after this guy, it wouldn't solve any problem, and that won't change any problem, because a man at the age of 33 years with 30 kids, it's not possible that he will be a loving father, he will be a committed father, he will be a responsible father. The whole issue should be that women should learn from this particular video and make decisions for themselves, and be very careful to make wise decisions before even trying to date or to jump into any relationship, because it's not easy outside there at all. This is Abelglobalprayers. Share with me your opinion under the comment section. Like this video, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification for more. Shalom.